Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Raiders going up against the Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Kelly, flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Getting it to their playmaker, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 2nd down, Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
All right, now, look at this. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Now Kelly. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. And the Jags grab it.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Hot, blue landing.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Defense showing blitz. On first down, it's Kelly. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to push his way through. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Or does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now here come the Raiders. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dewan Smoot in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Now let's go.
Kelly to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Aldon Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Kelly escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 1st down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On second down, here's Carr. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Carr now on first down. This one left side, caught by Patterson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Carr going to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Finds Roberts left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safe. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Carr to throw on second down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now a first down throw. Kelly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw again. Kelly. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first down, Carr fighting him off, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Patterson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now blown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run again with Blown. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down. Carr flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target. Third down here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On third down, Carr. Cooper's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raiders have got him. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Again, here's Blunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
To throw on third down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Dewan Smoot in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Kelly being chased out left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And ready now for second and 9. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Again, it's Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is fielded at the 27. Nice move at the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Brought in by Walford, right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, now they'll try the end around. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Blunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw is Kelly on 1st and 10. Flush, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Over. All right, now, look at Leopard.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Here's Kelly operating from the gun. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship.